mini.
Bambolea, porque mi vida yo la prefiero vivir así. Bambolea.
Se hizo mega estrella de la música en los 90 de la mano de su banda de rock duro, Guns N' Roses, y al disolverse la misma, siguió su camino con proyectos como Slash Snake Pit, Velvet Revolver y en la actualidad Slash y Apocalyptic Love. Estos son datos ya conocidos por todos, pero lo que no se sabe es que en una de sus visitas a la República Argentina con Guns N' Roses, se le chifló la galera y después de un recital en la cancha de River salió corriendo como loco para Constitución. Y ahí se subió al primer tren que salía, yendo a parar a un pueblito de la provincia de Buenos Aires llamado Guaminí. Claro, es verdad, puede parecer chamullo, pero no, se le chifló la galera. Veámoslo de sus propias palabras. Veámoslo.
A lot of the stuff that I was dealing with at the present. And yeah, I'd have to say, I have to attribute some of the sort of way that I handle things, just having been around it before. And so that was after my mom and dad split up. And it was an interesting time. I had to have been like roughly 8, maybe 9 years old, you know, so it was sort of like, and they were never home. They came by the house every so often. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but at the same time, you know, it feels like a lifetime ago. It's weird. So it's a really great honor, but at the same time, it's David Bowie for, you know, I mean, a lot of people sort of have it hasn't sunk in yet, you know, like, I mean, I remember I first heard about the whole Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and even as up as I might have been, I was always dead serious. And so I started attracting like musicians that were just like come on board so they could hang out. Finally I got to the point where it just wasn't, you know, I wasn't getting anything fun out of it, wasn't it? When I moved to the States, I think I was such sort of in public school, such an outcast because I was so different from all the other kids because I had the long hair. And it seemed like with all the hippie musicians that we knew, none of the schools that I went to those people that doesn't listen to anybody. So it took me to get there. My accent out just to be a little bit more, you know, to fit in or whatever. Started with that first couple songs that we did from the last record where he came into the studio and he was just these are the guys that I should make a real rock record with. You know? And somebody had said, you know, you're going to be eligible in 7 or 5 years. And I was like, you know, sort of like, wow, yeah, right? And that was when it felt the most special. I went down there, I played the shit out of their stuff, but there was no way I was going to wear those kind of clothes. You know, during the tour, you know, the band was so great. And I was like, if I was going to do another record, I'd do it with these guys, you know? And then the tour was over, it came back, an endless wealth. From that moment on, the tour just went great. And I was like, these are the guys that I should make a real rock record with. You know, roughly 8, maybe 9 years old, you know, so they came by the house every so often. He would come over. You know, they were always off a few Bowie shows as a result. And they were never home. They came by the house every so often. He would come over.